So, you guys want to know why a guy like this is so pissed off?
To listen to someone say, you're an asshole, as they get a free fucking motorcycle from the company that they're defending for taking a product and turning it into a subscription. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's because of a motorcycle influencer. Alright, good evening everyone. This is Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures, and today we're doing something a little different here. The other day I did say, hey, check out the new traffic pattern, and that's what we're going to do. But the real reason why we are here today is because I need to talk about something that I always feel like has been needing a talking about, but now that some bigger content creators that are not in the motorcycle sphere are actually like bringing it up, and that is disclosure. And yeah, so the whole thing about this all started with CFMoto, you know, CFMoto of Europe or CFMoto Global, deciding that, hey, we don't want to support, you know, this app anymore, or we don't want to, you know, we're going to have to charge a subscription for the extra service. It's like, you know, start your bike without a key and all that other stuff. And some security and some tracking devices, which, hey, that's fine. That's not fine, but they stated that. That picked up steam. Yammie Noob took a look at it, and Yammie, he's a little douchey, to say the least. I mean, he publicly fired a guy. He almost killed somebody in a Porsche. He wasn't in the Porsche. The guy was in the Porsche, or he was on the bike. See, Yammie's like a little bit of a mixed bag, but for all that bad stuff, he does come back to commercial. He does care about the actual consumer, we'll say. He is a little bit more consumer friendly than other people, where they're the commercial friendly or vendor friendly or whatever you want to call them, or brand friendly or brand safe. That term comes up later on. So he is all about, he's all about that. I still like the Rock video where it's him and Spike making fun of Rock or reading Rock memes. He's all about value. Just a heads up there. But anyway, so Yammie talked about it, and then I don't know if somebody leaked it, said, hey, this guy named Yammie Noob is talking about it to Louis Rossman. Louis Rossman talked about it. He made a video or two about it. And one of the guys, I guess there was two, because there was a marketing, you got a second one, and the marketing person from CFMoto of USA sent him a message. It was basically like, how are you going to correct this and all this other stuff. And he let the guy's work email online. He's like, yeah, you're going to be that way? Cool. Here you go. Hey, everybody, you have something to say to him? Here you go. And it's his work email, it's not his personal one. It's his, I got to say, I did like his Chuck Schumer emails, which I find incredibly disturbing. Anyway, and Louis himself has been a victim of getting doxxed. He lost one of his personal emails because some bastard just destroyed it. But that putting that email up bothered Spike, and Spike made a video about the whole CFMoto thing too. I was like, you've done work for CFMoto. Isn't that a conflict of interest? And yeah, it kind of was. And that comes up later. So one of the things Spike does is he flat out calls Louis Rossman an asshole for putting up that email. And you could argue, well, it's a personal. It's not his personal. It's a work email, so it's okay. That's Louis's argument. I mean, it's not like he put his home address or something. That's unacceptable. But it's a little shitty, to say the least. But the email was a little shitty. So Was that 2 wrongs to make it all right? I don't know. Really don't know. So Spite basically wanted to call him an asshole for that. Now that I found was really odd. I found that was just incredibly odd that he made that kind of comment. You know, I was like, that's kind of like specific. But I was like, maybe he's a friend, or maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe he was asked to do it. I don't know if he was, or maybe, you know, Spike said, hey, I was the only guy to talk to CFMoto. And so he did, and I wonder if that, because he's been working with them in the past, does he have a contact there? Is that his contact? Like, hey, when I need a press bike, do I go to so-and-so? And I think it might have been. So, and the other thing is, I hope Spike did this under his own accord and not like they asked him to. And I don't think if, you know, even if they did, I don't think they paid him. But I do think they may have been like a little nice, so in the future he gets like first dibs on something. That wouldn't surprise me. But so his contact, you know, he makes the big asshole comment. Well, Louis finds out about this about a day or two later, and he comes out with his rebuttal video. And this is where disclosure and stuff comes really important, and conflict of interest. So Louis is all like, he's going through the whole video, and there are a couple things he's got wrong. The main thing is. The main thing for me is I think Louis got wrong is what Spike was given was a press spike. And if you are a journalist, you get press vehicles. It's been like that for forever. And you can't be like, oh my God, this is the worst car ever. Because if you do, you're going to lose sponsors. You're going to lose your media empire. You have to, I get that part, like it's part of journal, like it's, and I can't do the air quotes, but journalism. And it is how automotive journalism works, which is, yeah, it's shitty. So Louis was wrong about that. I think he should have done like a couple days more research just to say, hey, this is how he gets paid. You know, but what he said wasn't completely wrong. And it was actually pretty right, because, you know, it goes through about the whole entire thing. Or Louis is basically like, hey, not at one time did you say during that video that you got a free bike. And he is 100% correct in that. This is where disclosure comes into play. Disclosure means you tell people that you have done business with them in the past, even if it isn't monetary. If it's just basic stuff like in this case, a press bike, you at least tell us. That's how the FCC like even tells us to do it in the influencer guide to being an influencer. Yeah, there is one. Like, you're supposed to say every time you deal with something like in that industry that, hey, CFMoto has given me this, or Cowie, or Triumph, or whatever. And unfortunately, and this is becoming a trend, disclosure is not happening right now with the motorcycle content creators, especially the full-time ones. In the last year, I have seen so many issues with lack of disclosure. And it's not just Spike. Spike's just the one who pissed off the wrong guy. What's going on is the FTC, I think, has been gutted. Okay? So the cat is away, the mice will play. In this past year, I have seen more violations of lack of disclosure than I ever have before. What do I mean by that? Well, the Spite thing, great example. He's talking about, you know, CFMoto and oh my God, you're an asshole for putting his email up. And during the entire 12 minute, 13, 14, doesn't matter because it's not online anymore, he never once said that he did business with him. That's an FTC violation right there. He should have. He knows better too. Just like Louis knows better, according to Spite. Spite should know better. So there's that. Then, we're looking at these X5 DJ versus DJI 360s. I have my opinion. I think the X5 is better. But Insta360 is sponsoring these. First off, conflict of interest. A good creator or a good journalist wouldn't even do this wouldn't even consider doing those videos. Unfortunately, I see them a lot. So, they're trying to be coy because you can't do hit pieces anymore. That's a new rule that came out like in 2024. So, these guys are like doing really half-hearted reviews or comparisons, like where they just throw them up and they say, hey, what do you guys think? And, you know, they'll show side-by-side pics or vids, and it looks kind of good, and you can figure out which one maybe. Luckily, none of the DJI 360s have had any issue with the fogging in these videos. But the people who got the X5 mention it sometimes. I did notice that. So, you'll have those guys, and I've only seen like one or two mention where the DJI 360 camera comes from. And they basically say, hey, yeah, Insta360 bought both. Which, it's not fine, but hey, you're being honest. Some people are just like, oh no, it just miraculously appeared. It's like, yeah, stop that bullcrap. So that's another one where they're not disclosing. Let's see, another creator, she got an X5. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, hey, Fortnite did, and so did Ride to Food. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's very odd that there was a video before that for Ace Pros. You got two Ace Pros out of nowhere. Like, I was like, oh, maybe she's working with B&H, or maybe she's working with somebody else. Nope, that was her payment for the X5. But no disclosure. I'm going to tell you guys something about disclosure, why it's important. Okay, number one, you got the law, you got the rule, you got the laws, right? Number two, you got to remember there's still people watching this, and not everyone's stupid. You may think they're stupid. They're not. I know I'm not. So what I'm seeing is a lot of this, and this is just really just upsetting, is I'll be watching my video, and I won't see, you know, I'll be like, case in point, Ride to Food. I didn't watch it for 2 years. I did not watch it for 2 years. That's 2 years of not watching videos. And I'll tell you why. It all comes down to a Bell MX-9 helmet. Now, I got that helmet. I bought it on my own. I bought it with my own money. I did not buy the fancy version. I bought the version. And I got it for a good deal. But she made a video about it. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, well, you know, it's really important. Did you get this for free or not? Her answer was, go look in the description. I had to freaking go all the way to the bottom of the description to find it, which is bullshit. Then on top of it, when I'm reading the influencer, you know, manual from the FTC, it says you gotta do it verbally. So she didn't do it. She just did what she wanted. Go figure. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And it's not just her. Like this year alone, like I was watching Dork in the Road. Two videos in a row. And there were both products I thought there were, well, one product was something I was actually interested in. The Leatt helmets, the 8.5 and 9.5. Actually, I kind of like them because on her bike, I think that's her, on her motorcycle, on her bike, I don't know, the cute, the European woman who takes her BMW all over God's green earth, all over the world. I like how she does sponsorship. She just says at the beginning of the video, here's all my sponsors. But anyway, she's been wearing that stuff for a while. I was like, okay. And then Ben from Dork started to wear a helmet. And I remember seeing a post like around Christmas time. I guess he got it then. Or he said he was at AIM Expo, or I don't know. The timeline's a little sketchy. And so he's been wearing it. And I was like, okay, well, you know, it's good that you're safe. There's the room, you know, there was a story about somebody not being sure if their rear rock helmet was safe. Whereas the Leatt seems a little safer. And what's this up? So she's, you know, she's doing that. She's doing her thing. Or he's doing his thing. And he's talking about, he's actually like doing a good job selling it. Like, I actually do think it is a very good value. Even the cheaper one, the high-end one, if I had money, yeah, that'd be something I'd consider. It fit his head well, good for him. I do believe it is his favorite helmet because he's been wearing it. But we didn't find out he got it for free till the very end of the video. Come on, man. You know you're supposed to do that at the very beginning. So there's my issue with him on that. And then another disclosure issue is, again, remember how I said you have to say something verbally? You know, her two wheels, or no, not her two wheels, on her bike. No, not her. Ride to Food. Ride to Food didn't verbally disclose something. Guess what? Dork just was, I guess, too busy packing away for the BDR, so he just threw up a Moto Camp Nerd thing and said, hey, good enough. Yeah, I'm not going to report you. But god damn it, you know better. So, it's just bullshit what some of these guys are doing. I mean, come on, like, let's just disclose. Remember, I stopped watching a person for 2 years because she wanted to be ignorant and not, you know, decide, you know, I don't need to watch. I don't need to say it in the video. Description's good enough. Come on, guys. It's 2025. You know the rules. You've been doing it for, like, years. Be honest with us, the viewers, and we'll be back. You know, we'll come back. You look at Spite. His views are down like crazy. You wonder why. Now Louis Rossman's going up his butt, yelling at him, told for them, meaning the companies. Your views are down. Be honest with us. Maybe your views will go up. Try it. What else you got to lose? Your views are down to the shitter. I mean, they're not down to my level yet, but goddamn, they will be close if you keep it up. And stop doing the whole, well, reliability doesn't matter, as you get a freaking unreliable bike from a company that gives you an unreliable bike. We're not stupid. Us, the viewers, we're not stupid. So just do me a favor, full-time content creators. Disclose your sponsors. Disclose your business partners. Disclose people you've done business with. We're not going to think less of you, and the ones you do, fuck them. At least you're being honest with us. Don't half-heart things. Don't, like, tell half lies. Don't add sounds to action cameras to make it look like it failed. Don't do any of that shit. Be honest with us, and you'll actually, like, we'll actually, like, support you. But if you're going to be dishonest and lack integrity, then when your views are down, you did it to yourself. So, I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I actually made it yesterday with the Senna 50S, and it sounded like crap, so I didn't feel like publishing it. Trying it with the Mic 2 today, see how that does it. Without an actual lav mic, I found a way to mount it. So, look, I'm becoming I'm becoming like the full-time people using a Mic 2, and a DJI. But yeah, it's been on my chest for a while. There's some other videos I've been wanting to make. This is going to be the spicy series. The series that, I call creators out. The series where I see problems with content creators, and not even in the motorcycle space. That's kind of where I'm at on this stuff. Like, hey, I think there's a problem. Let's go fix it. And I'm not trying to disparage anybody and hey, come on, man, you're an asshole. I'm not calling you an asshole. Try not to call you a shill. any of these people shills. All I'm asking for is, hey, be honest with your audience. We'd appreciate that. So, anyway, I'm going to call this a ride. Thank you for watching. If you do like this content, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Oof.